So I was sitting in VC with my friends one night, and I kinda had nothing to do, so I decided to explore the Steam reviews for various games that I had or was looking at, since it was the Steam summer sale at the time. But when I clicked on Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, I was not expecting some of the stuff I found. These are absolutely wild, so I'm gonna share some of my favorites with you. And a little bit of my own review sprinkled in. All reviews very positive. 45,773. We've got a full essay. Well, howdy there, fellow gamers. Cheryl Darnell here, and I recently embarked on an unexpected adventure in FNAF Security Breach. Now, let me tell you, my grandson is absolutely obsessed with this game, so I decided to give it a whirl. All I knew going in was that there's a bear named Freddy, so let's dive into my thrilling journey. Freddy the iconic bear was as intriguing as I had imagined, but it was the lively and rambunctious fox that really caught my attention. Every encounter with these animatronics left me both fascinated and a tad on edge, wondering what surprises lay ahead in this mysterious world. The occasional jump scares and tense situations caught me off guard, eliciting genuine reactions of surprise and, yes, a few boisterous laughs. It was a delightful reminder that games can still deliver surprises and thrills, even to those of us who have seen it all. This is very wholesome. I'm very glad that I'm very glad that world champion Banana Creamer enjoyed FNAF Security Breach. Anyway, moving on from that, great overall, still can't sex the bear, sad face. Freddy Fazbear is more supportive than my biological father. I feel like a beta tester. Spent most of my playtime looking at Roxy and Freddy's ass, 10 out of 10. You played for an hour and a half. Fetty Fabar. Average Bonnie enjoyer, Sag. Very cool game. I met Fetty Facbear. Not even an hour on record. And you want to know what they said? I farted and shaded. What a quality review. This one just said J, but at least I played the game. Not a furry if she's a robot. Let's move on. This is just Heisenberg. Roxanne Wolf is so hot. Never in the history of gaming has there been a hotter character. She is more than a robot wolf to me. She is a person. She is a little tease, but she's basically my wife. The devs know what they did with that wolf. The aesthetic paired with her demeanor makes her such an attractive character. Nothing gets me going better than a punk rock wolf chick. Every inch of her is perfection incarnate. I would save the game and let her catch me just to feel the intimacy between us. She is my wife and nothing dissuades me from this fact. Oh my god. Yeah, see, somebody with that profile picture would be simping for Roxanne. I mean, fucking look at that. Don't be dumb like me and try to jump over barriers the game employs, or else the game will think you beat the game and will show the final cutscene hours before you're supposed to see it and ruin the entire emotional climax. Fun game, though. How did you do that? Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's, an indie horror game that you guys suggested en masse, and I saw that Yami Mash played it and he said it was really, really good. So I'm very eager to see what is up. Whoa! Wow. They're talking about 6 a.m. before they added the save station in the February update, and they said, I can only imagine that there is a final boss fight with blank. And now I hover over this. I can only imagine there's a final boss fight with Vanny. And I cannot imagine going through everything just to die there and have to restart, finish the last boss, and get to that point all over again. This poor soul. They didn't know. Then again, according to the June update, there is a Vanny boss battle, so 5 frames at Freddy's. I beat the game and found Roxy's OnlyFans in the credits, 10 out of 10. I peed my pants. I have played for 6 hours and I already broke the time system. 11 out of 10 would break collision again. See, that's one of the beauties of Security Breach, is because it's so broken, if you learn to have fun with the brokenness and decide to break things yourself, you can have a lot of fun with it. The game still sucks though. I decided to not be a loser and face my fears today. Turns out the scariest thing was the frame rate and my flashlight phasing. Fazbear and that big wolf Addy. Whoa! Vanny have big bobs! Fetty. I'm a simple farmer and a fan of the series. Rest assured, once my harvest is tended to, I love to play this little bear game. Don't you worry about that dang ol' unplayability there, partner. Oh wait, hold up. Let me. Don't you worry about that dang ol' unplayability there, partner. I played this damn game on launch. I walked so that you could run. No machine nor generated augmented reality can best my cattle and crop knowledge. As I have stated, I am a humble and simple farmer. I will give this game my all-time high. 8 golden apples out of 10. I want to sink my teeth into the story, interact with people online, and see what great theories people come up with. But I don't have the confidence that the material to draw conclusions on isn't on the cutting room floor. That's another thing about this game. It's not complex. The story isn't complex. And I guess that's another reason a lot of people didn't like it. That's a little bit why I didn't like it. There's no theorizing. There's nothing to theorize about, and that's what it's missing compared to some of the other games. I think a good reason that the graphics and just everything that's wrong with Security Breach exist is because Steel Wool tried to make a huge game and then realized they didn't have the time to do so. Because they were working on this game during the height of COVID, and that obviously hit a lot of companies, including game dev companies. Scott even had made a Reddit post. I'll show the post in the video, but off the top of my head, I think it was the summer of 2021, where he said that he basically gave Steel Wool a cake to make and gave him a deadline, and then they started making a giant wedding cake. And then realized they may not be able to get the cake done in time. And that's why so much content was cut. That's the disappointing part. And I think the Security Breach had a lot of promise. And I think Ruin has more promise, because they know now not to overhype it, and they gave themselves as much time as they needed. Bread. I want to punch Chica in the face. Don't we all? You forgot to finish the game. Didn't run into any bugs. 35 hours on record. How the fuck did you manage that? I shit my pants a couple of times, but it's good. My PC died and burned. I no longer have a house. How are you writing this review? Genuinely made me depressed. Woo! 13,055 hours on record. Completed the whole game under 5 minutes. Let's finish this on a good note with a good review that I just read. It really put Security Breach in a good light. They worded it beautifully.